Hi there, Timbley Legacy Studio. What's going on? Actually, the Legacy Studio Network, and you're watching Legacy Art Studio, my channel where I talk a lot about art. Today I want to talk about some paints that I use when I'm doing my caricature gigs. Now, the benefit of drying your watercolors, I use watercolors when I do my caricatures. It's been the quickest form of color that I personally can do, that I learned from professionals in Orlando at some of the biggest theme parks out there. I'll let you do the math on where I might have worked. The watercolor was simply the best form for me and has worked well over the years, and I've been doing it for forever. But I always fall on one specific issue, and that's that watercolors can crack over time and can fall out like in chunks. And that doesn't help me get things done because I need it to dry and immediately be able to, as soon as I put water on it, become soilable and immediately start painting with it. That way I can carry it around and not be worried about it and be ready to rock and roll wherever I am. So instead of using wet paint and then wasting paint, and really it's just not an optimal situation if you're on location somewhere trying to work with watercolors, the benefit of drying your watercolors is super important. Now, I have found recently these Dowler and Rowney watercolors have been really great, because the ones that I've put in here so far, which this is a brand new, not a brand new brand, but certainly it's been around for forever. But for me to experience it in my watercolor kit, I have found that what it does very well is it dries in oily globs. And I actually am very thankful for that, because it simplifies making sure it remains moist. Sorry for those of you who don't like the word moist. I have found that to be incredibly beneficial, and so I went out and I bought a few more colors yesterday, and I'm going to be restocking some of my old colors that are cracking out of this kit with these. Now, I do have a gig coming up, and you do want a little bit of time for it to dry so it's not a gloppy mess out on location. So make sure that you do this a week ahead of time or so, and let it sit out and dry for a few days, and then cover it back up, and make sure that it doesn't have to be airtight per se, even though I would say this is fairly airtight. This is a pretty good little kit. I will warn you, if you do get a palette like this, with all of these wells, it's supposed to come with a gel insert to make sure that it's airtight. That gel insert, if you leave it in this thing, will stretch over time and then not fit properly. So I removed it and I don't even use it. Yes, you could get some color spillage. Just make sure that you don't fill your watercolors all the way up to the rim. Anyway, that's the basics of this. I've been very pleased so far with Dowler and Rowney. I think I've used it for about 2 events so far, and have been very pleased with its results. I look forward to doing more with it, and after ordering some extra colors, I'm going to have to chip out some of the old cracked colors here, and then I'll refill it with the new ones. So thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them in the comments below. Would deeply appreciate it. Hit that like button and get subscribed. By the way, this is part of the Legacy Studio Network, a series of YouTube channels, because I'm ADHD. I have many different passions and hobbies, and I like to share them all with you, so you can see some of my other content here and all across YouTube on one of my other channels. Thank you so much for watching. Keep it crispy. First Tim 412. I love you guys. See you next time. Bye.